Hello, YouTube. As promised, I'm back with another follow-up video. This video, I'll be discussing how I found out that Zion had thoughts of homosexuality. Also, how Zion told me that he wasn't just gay, how he felt he had dysphoria and was transgender. Back in September of 2020, Zion wrote me a letter, and the letter stated, there's something I need to tell you, but I don't want you to be mad at me. So Zion at the time would always write me little notes, and this note, for whatever reason, my mind automatically went to him telling me that. I don't know why I had that thought, but even though in my heart I felt like that's what he was going to tell me, when I talked to him about what he wanted to tell me and he came out and said that he was gay, it still crushed me. I felt like I literally lost my son that day. I grieved so bad. It was very hard for me because the first thing I asked myself was like, what did I do wrong? Like, I failed at being a mom, Everything that I did up until that point was completely predicated on Zion and my daughter Zaria having a good upbringing and not going through the traumas that I went through, emotional and physical. So I also had the thought of, okay, well, did somebody touch you? Why, why do you have these thoughts and feelings? And Zion would write me because Zion doesn't always feel comfortable talking to me, but it's easier for him to text me or write to me. It's been hard. I can't even begin to explain the emotional roller coaster that I'm constantly on, because for me, I had to learn to re-understand and redo everything that I thought about Zion up until that point. I mean, I thought that, I had a boy and, he wanted to do boy things and had boy thoughts and so on. But now, knowing that my son is going through this, I'm just trying to figure out how I could keep him safe, myself safe, my daughter safe, because the world that we live in is not a understanding, loving, caring place. And like I tell my kids all the time, I love you, I'm your mom, that'll never stop. But the world doesn't have the same patience and gentleness and understanding I have. And you need to prepare yourself for the life that you are choosing to live. Growing up with the religious background that my mother raised me and my siblings on, this is just something we never experienced. Myself, nor my brother or sister, nobody's gay. Nobody's transgender. Everybody's heterosexual, and to have to learn how to talk to Zion and it's just so hard. Um, I tell Zion all the time, I love you and how much I want to keep you safe and how much I want you to make good choices, but it just seemed like everything that I feel for Zion, sometimes it just feels obsolete because, I don't fully understand the transition that Zion is going through. I don't understand the thoughts. I don't understand how a person could, grow up in a body, a male body, and one day wake up and feel like they need to be the opposite of that. I don't understand it. I don't believe that my kid was born that way. I believe that that was a learned lifestyle, a learned behaviors that Zion want to experience. And I could be wrong, but that's just my thought and my feeling. I tell Zion all the time about the consequences that come with not only being a black male in today's society, but just, now you put another target on your back because you say you're gay, but then you put another bullseye on your back when you tell people that you are transitioning, that you feel that you are born in the wrong body because there's no in between. You're either a girl or a boy. But throughout that emotional roller coaster that I went through and trying to understand and not be so closed off and black and white thinking, I had to really learn and accept that sometimes or all the time in life, you have to learn how to accept things that you can't change and have the courage to accept the things. I'm sorry. You have to accept the things that can't be changed, have the courage to understand the things that can be changed, and the wisdom to know the difference. That serenity prayer I prayed every day. And in me praying that prayer, I had to understand that I can't control Zion's actions. I can't control Zion's thoughts. All I can do is continue to be the vessel that God used to help guide Zion and teach Zion right from wrong. I have since learned how not to project my beliefs and thoughts onto Zion. Every time I talk to Zion, it's just a conversation. I'm not trying to sway Zion from thinking any different than Zion thinks. But at the same time, I just want Zion to have the same amount of compassion and understanding that, hey, we don't agree on the same, in regards to the same things, but just because we agree to disagree, it doesn't mean that I have to shun my kid or not love my kid or stop doing and providing and protecting my kid. It's so hard. I know I cannot be the only person on the face of the earth going through this, but it's just, I don't know. It's sad to me because I feel like my kid is about to experience a life that I can't bulldoze his way through. I can't safeguard Zion from things that happen or may happen to people that are in opposition of the way that Zion feels and thinks. But all I can do is pray and just hope that somehow, some way throughout every day that I spend with Zion, I can learn more about how to accept and embrace and love, and I don't know. But today, as promised, I made a video to share how I found out Zion wanted to be a girl and no longer a boy. So, hope that this video can reach who it needs to reach, and I guess I'll be making another one soon about other things that me and Zion discuss, and hopefully soon we'll be making a video together, and I'll be able to share more things with you all soon. Good night.